Okay, guys, welcome to a WrestleSlam special Mania week here across the world. It's a frenzy. This show is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Promo code WrestleSlam. That's the magic one, guys. Do check out all the products at Manscaped.com. Now, we also have to mention as well, this coming weekend, we have a double header live at the Macau Sporting Club. Known to many people as the Macau Casino. This Saturday and Sunday, we will be broadcasting WrestleMania 38 live on night 1 and night 2. So Saturday and Sunday, 11 p.m. till 5 a.m. The food is incredible. I know we've all tasted the food there. So food served till late, beverages, drink served till late. And to go and to attend, guys, you don't have to use tickets. Normally we do tickets for events, but this is a free event like all the other ones. No tickets needed. Just come. Make sure you're over 18. That's the most important part. Come right in. You'll see the big screen right in front of you. There's a nice seated area there. Limited capacity in that area. Obviously, we have more screens around the Macau as well to broadcast WrestleMania 38. So get in early if you want to be in front of the main screen brought to you by the WrestleSlam podcast and Sports Matters TV. And all the crew will be there over the weekend. So do stay tuned. Also, I have to mention, guys, Kurt Angle, Cypress Avenue. It is fastly approaching. And we can confirm the whole WrestleSlam team will be there. So do make sure to grab your tickets ASAP. I believe there's only VIP ones left. But Kurt Angle will be in Cork via Inside the Ropes and Cypress Avenue. We know there's a date in Dublin too. We have more info on the way with that. Also, Phoenix Wrestling and OTT news on the way, guys, via shows. So do stay tuned. That will come later on in the show. I'm joined by Liz, Jor, Phil, and Matt. WrestleMania week. We are like kids. It is going to be fantastic. Now, we have to get straight into it. Balls deep, guys. You know, balls deep. Cody Rhodes trending. Shane McMahon trending in the last 24 hours. Dilemmas. Has Cody Rhodes signed that contract in the days gone by? You know, is it just all a hoax and Cody's not going to sign and he's going to launch Ring of Honor? Is Shane Mac going to be the one that's going to come out? Is Finn Balor going to be the one that comes out? Finn Balor hasn't got a match yet, which is kind of bizarre. Is it going to be a triple threat? What's going to happen? Lizzie, I'm going to put you in the hot seat right now. Is it going to be the case Cody Rhodes comes out? Is it going to be the case here comes the money, Shane McMahon comes out, then boom, Cody comes out, we have a triple threat? How is it going to pan out? What is going to happen? The quiz with Liz, we need to know your answers ASAP.
Here we go. Here is my plan. This is what's going to happen, okay? Seth's going to come out with his contender. It's going to be silent for ages, and nothing's going to happen, and then all of a sudden we're going to have, here comes the money! Shane McMahon is going to come down to the ring, and he's going to get a massive pop, and he's going to do his diddly eye dance, nod for us, and he's going to come down to the ring, and he's going to like do his whole play up to the crowd and pander, and everyone's going to be like, oh my God, and then Cody's music's going to hit, and it's like a bit of a bait and switch. So everyone's going to think that it's Shane McMahon, but no, he comes out and he introduces Cody, because I think it's a nice family connection there. That's what I think is going to happen.
Definitely. Now, do you reckon it's the case that they've originally had one plan in place where it's just going to be Cody coming out to face Seth? Momentum's built on Twitter. Vince gets word of this and says, dear old son Shane, Papa loves you. Come back and please introduce Cody Rhodes, and this is how it's going to go. Do you reckon the plans have changed? Do you reckon something's happened in the last week where they have changed the plan?
I think before Royal Rumble, the plan was for Shane against Seth Rollins before Shane went on a power trip at the Rumble. And then with Cody being free, it changed plans that they had in place. So I think Shane will come out to face Rollins, and like this, it'll be to introduce Cody instead. Whether Shane gets involved or not, I'm not sure if he'll just take a curb stomp or something. Or, he'll take some sort of bump because it's WrestleMania and it's Shane McMahon, so he can't go to WrestleMania without taking some stupid bump on the announce table. So maybe Cody will bump him, do what Becky did with Carmella at SummerSlam against Bianca,
Lana.
Carmella, yeah, something like that. But Shane has to take a bump. He can't just introduce Cody without getting a bump.
So do you think the whole Shane thing was a work? The fact that, look, the Rumble, people were pissed off. Obviously, that's legit. We know people were pissed off backstage. But do you reckon he knew?
No, he definitely stood on some toes. Definitely pissed Brock Lesnar off. And obviously, whatever happened with Randy Orton, his music came out before Randy, and Randy was supposed to be number 28, not Shane. And Randy wasn't coming out to Shane's music. So off with you. I'm not fucking budging. That's what that happened. Like, so obviously Vince is pissed off, but he's still his son. Like, he's not going to fucking excommunicate him from the family for life. Like, so he's Triple H doing that as well.
He's given a lot to the business as well. Phil,
Yeah.
how does it pan out, my man? 99.9% of the year you are correct via predictions. Now, you speak to Vince regularly. I guess, you know, it's not official, but we know something. You've got, you know, great connections via WWE. But look, how is it going to happen? Agree with Lissinger? I think they're
there's definitely something with Shane O'Mac, all right. They're 100% they're going to throw on us. I don't know if it's going to be one or two, because I have a feeling they have two up there. So.
Well, it's mainly a moment we know they tease us. We've seen the Hardy Boys come back, you know, it was a kind of like, and then The Undertaker and Cena, obviously last minute the Taker comes out. So is it going to be like,
it's going to be the same thing.
Are we going to be sweating bricks right down in Latino heat wings at Macau?
I actually hope to God that Vince buries Shane at WrestleMania, because he deserves it. 3 seconds squash is what I want.
Could he do that to his dear son? Is that the question?
I think it's the best way to teach him a lesson. Just do it on the greatest stage of them all.
Jesus Christ. Be on Dr. Phil the week after then. Madness.
No, I think Seth Rollins will beat Shane in 3 seconds, and then you'll have Cody. Yeah.
Now, we all seen the promo with Seth Rollins going to Vince's office. Matt, that was pretty great stuff, wasn't it? To see Seth Rollins and he's really fucking cool. Like, I like him. I like his new gimmick.
I know. I feel like Seth Rollins is always the fella you invite to like a house party, and before everyone else has a drink in them, he's trying to get the party started by just like dancing around. So I'm loving it. But no, I feel like at this point with rumors with Cody Rhodes come back, it's all just smoke and mirrors at the end of it. I'm taking a pause after that moment, but anyway, I can see Vince McMahon pulling a 180 definitely on this one, like what they did with Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. Going to bring out Shane McMahon at least, and Shane is just going to come out ready to like take down Seth Rollins. Lights go off, and all you hear in the background is wrestling has more than one royal family, and it's Cody Rhodes, or Vince is going to take note from Tony Khan's book. And when CM Punk made his debut on AEW, that was the first moment of the night. They might switch Seth Rollins' match at the very beginning and just get to the point. Cody's back, literally at the start of the match, the start of the night, get over and done with, because wrestling fans are smart. So they all know it was like Cody's been signed. But if we don't see Cody Rhodes at all, not surprised as well, because he has a pretty good deal with Ring of Honor. And after WrestleMania, we don't know what WWE is going to do with Cody Rhodes, because this is Cody Rhodes to talk about, not when he was Stardust or anything. This is a big deal they have on their hands now, lad. So
yeah. No, it would be great business if Cody comes back. We're expecting Cody to come back. Now, the rumor mill is a beautiful thing, but normally with things like this, it's correct. Joe, does he come back to you know what I mean? Does he use his gimmick via All Elite Wrestling? Does he come back, use the team? Like, you know, Cody's kind of, you know, I suppose he's always he's had a good stretch in All Elite Wrestling. We know he's kind of his own boss, you know what I mean? He was doing his own thing. One of the founders, you know, with Tony Khan and the crew. But does he come back as the American Nightmare? Does he come back as the Cody that we've seen in All Elite Wrestling? Or does he come back as does he come back with the blonde hair? What do we expect?
I hope he does come back with the blonde hair and the fucking Homelander cape and everything. You know, that's who he is right now at the moment. Like, I know Vince doesn't like funky hairdos. Like, you know, anybody who has a stupid haircut, they even go back as far as John Cena's stupid haircut, and they got him to cut it before he fucking put him on TV. So you never know with Vince. He may just tell him to dye it black. But when he dyed it black in AEW, when he came back that time, it looked stupid. It looked like somebody spray painted it. So I hope he does come back as a Homelander and they play off that kind of gimmick. Like, he has to be heel going forward. Long term, he needs to be heel.
I have one question for Audie, just yes or no. Do you reckon he'll be on Supercard of Honor? It is on Friday night.
No.
No.
Okay, yeah. If he's going to go to Ring of Honor, it will be that night, by the way.
Yeah.
No, he's already signed it.
What a swerve, though.
But that could happen, as you say. You know what I mean? That, like, if that's the boldest move you can make, right? Just beyond Mania. So, like, you know what I mean? Get that trending on the Friday Night Mania, Saturday, Sunday. So it is very, very possible.
Yeah.
The Hardys did it.
Maybe Shane's been called in because negotiations went south.
Yeah.
And he's no longer interested in going to WWE or whatever broke down. I'm speculating. We'll have less of the faces. Less of the faces.
Do you ever see that meme when the boy, the husband's in the bed and he's turned to the side and then the girlfriend's like, I wonder what he's thinking about. He's like,
that's us.
a pure man. But yeah,
I can imagine if Cody Rhodes doesn't show up, he might pull a Bailey at the Royal Rumble, but she doesn't show up at the Royal Rumble. Just a photo of her watching the Royal Rumble on her Instagram. Cody's going to do the exact same, posing on Instagram, watching WrestleMania while chilling out, knowing that he trolled the fans.
No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, guys. We're quickly going to talk about the Mania card, right? Now it's an interesting card in my opinion. Right now, we know night one. I think night one to me stands out better, guys. I just have that feeling. There is a lot of kind of tag matches and stuff, but night one to me is definitely standing out. Now night two is incredible because obviously we have Brock and there's Roman and there's so much happening. But if you look at night one, first of all, as it stands now, this is subject to change. No, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, Mysterio, Dominic, The Miz versus Paul Hogan. Obviously, look, there's a tag match there. We have McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, the Usos, Nakamura, Rick Boggs, the New Day, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, which is mad. Poor Butch, poor Pete Dunne. Seth freaking Rollins, to be confirmed. Maybe it's the Vacant. Maybe Vacant is a legit dude. He's going to come out looking like the Vacant. Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, singles match, obviously, for the SmackDown Women's Championship. That is night one. Now, there's some great matches there. Lizzie, what stands out to you night one? Obviously, Seth Rollins and TBA is the big thing, but obviously, we have the ladies dominating night one. That's going to be huge. They're live at the Macau Casino Cork. So what kind of matches stand out to you? How can you see Becky and Bianca go?
Well, it's funny you should say that because I was desperately looking forward to this match. Until these fucking hair shenanigans. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just turned sour for me. I'm like, stop the hair shit now. We want a good match with these two. We need it. We deserve it from SummerSlam. Still kind of left a bit of a taste in the mouth. And Bianca has done it all and she needs her stride back by going over at Mania, but she stood tall on Monday, so that freaks me out a little bit. Yeah. And this cutting hair shit, I'm like, is this where we are? Is this where our women's championship contenders are? Where hair versus hair? Like, I mean, it's Vincent Trump. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, we are so fucking far past that we can't fucking see it anymore in our rear view. And I'm dreading it. I won't lie. I know that has made me dread it. I'm hoping that's the end of the hair shit and that we're just going to go have a fucking belter of a match with these two specimens and that's it. To mind this hair shit, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Love it. Phil, second match, obviously, look, we'll talk about Charlotte. Charlotte and Ronda. A lot of history there. This has been built up for years. How do you see that match pan out? Do you reckon it's going to be live up to expectations?
It's be the best match of the whole weekend.
You think so?
Well, Ronda seems to pull it out in the big matches. But
she's not really been the same since she's come back, though. I think she's obviously I don't know, is her heart in it? She's just back for the payday, maybe. I don't know.
Didn't she get a warning off Vince as well a few weeks back?
Yeah,
the promos, wasn't it?
Yeah, she just no. It's just like Jerry said. Like she was out there and she was like, "I don't care," just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah.
It
reminds me of a Goldberg situation.
Yeah, exactly.
He came back and he said he wasn't ready and he could have trained a bit harder and stuff. I just don't know. Like she's obviously she's a new mother and stuff. I just don't know is her heart into that the more.
I really want Charlotte to win, but I can't see it happening.
Yeah. Interesting. Sure, I'm gonna get your opinion. I'm watching the eyes. What's your take on Charlotte and Ronda? It's a big match. She's a blockbuster name. Yeah. She's probably the greatest female of all time.
It'll be a great match. I just think they could have went with Becky and Ronda and Charlotte and Bianca instead. Like I think the way they booked them was just terrible. Bianca and Charlotte would have been a great match at WrestleMania. Like them two would have smashed it, and the storytelling between Becky and Ronda was there from the WrestleMania where she beat her, like even though her shoulder was up, right? So the history was there. I don't know why they didn't go for it.
That's next year.
But I'm sure it'll be a good match.
Maybe Matt. Maybe they're waiting for Hollywood next year.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're aiming for at the moment. Like, so part of me is actually pulling for Ronda on this one. I think it's because there's so much build with her since the Royal Rumble. They want to give her the title for even just a little bit to show that she can be a big deal in WWE, even though Ronda always looks like that she just doesn't care. We've all seen the video of her shoot, and that's kind of a sign, as in, like, is this rile us up, or is this just her honest opinion? But if Charlotte wins, how bad? Mick will be delighted. Thinking of him. But Ronda, they might give the title to her, at least.
Interesting take. Just confirmed as well, breaking news, Will Smith will take on Chris Rock at WrestleMania. It's definitely happening. Happy days. Now, that would be a match I'd like to see. Yeah, there was, people have asked me all week, is it staged? I don't think it was staged. But then again, conspiracies, who knows? But I don't think so. Not the way
you need to jump on this topic, like.
We
have to jump on.
I really want it to be real, but I don't think it's real.
There you go.
Well, it got more people watching the Oscars.
Yeah, well, Chris Rock's tour is sold out.
I know this is gonna be looking bad for me and Phil, but like that's probably the best thing that happened in the Oscars in the last few years. So
yeah, no, it was. We might see it at Mania Hollywood. Hopefully, that's something that will happen. Now, all the other matches night one, guys. McIntyre. I'm feeling bad for McIntyre at this moment in time. You know, such a high the last 2-3 years. Obviously, Fess's Happy Corbin, who's kind of on a high as well. I don't know how I see that match going. Any quick predictions on that match? Is it a bad match for McIntyre, guys, going into this Mania?
Drew's winning.
Yeah.
Drew.
Couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Nah, no interest.
And I hate that I don't. I wish I could, but this feud, aside from not being a Mania-worthy feud, had the back Manscaped bollocks dragged out of it for the last fucking few months. Like, it must be hitting the ground by now. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely love it. Speaking of Manscaped.com, I quickly have to 8 million balls worldwide, guys. 8 million balls worldwide. Ultra Premium Collection is now available. Just remember, guys, first of all, the promo code for all products via Manscaped.com is WrestleSlam. There's so many products out there at the moment. The Lawnmower 4.0. Trim below the waist. Their advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts, the most delicate areas. So, there's no fear. You can do it with your eyes closed, Matt. You know what I mean? Would you do something with your eyes closed? Would you use the Manscaped products with your eyes closed?
I mean, I can do it with the lights off, probably with my eyes closed, so I won't be cheating.
Yes, there is a beautiful blue light. And if you have any intruders in the house, and you turn on that light and that noise, that, and not only can you use it for your balls and trimming and looking silky smooth, you can also use it to shake away intruders. So it's pretty cool. But guys, yet again, you know what I mean? You have everything there. There's deodorant, the shampoo, conditioner to keep your togging in place. It's taken over the world. Manscaped.com, 8 million balls worldwide, 4 million people. And they're great. They actually sponsor so many people as well. So check out manscaped.com right now, guys. The promo code for 20% and free delivery, WrestleSlam. That is the magic number and the code. So, guys, do check it out. And, of course, they're behind WrestleSlam, the podcast. It's great to have manscaped.com on board. So we'll have more on that as we go on. Now, guys, I have to mention quickly, right, before we go tonight too, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson going to turn up at WrestleMania? Lizzie, I want your take on this. Is The Rock going to turn up probably after the match with Roman and Brock? Or is it just a case it's not going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen on night 2, but I do think Roman's going to go over. I know we'll get to that in a bit, but I do think Roman's going to go over because they're going to want to extend his title run as long as possible. For sure. And I know there's been graphics for events after WrestleMania that has been a triple threat for a championship, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think he's going to go over, and I would love I've said it. I think I've said it on 3 podcasts. I would love The Rock to come out on Monday Night Raw. Sorry, is it WrestleMania Raw or was that this week?
No, it's already happened.
Oh, has it? Okay, so post WrestleMania Raw, the biggest Raw of the year usually, for him to come out in that and do a Cena build for the whole year, I would just love that. And like, that would make me go. That year build was amazing and I would love that. But I can see it happening next year, but I can't see him coming out on Sunday.
Yeah, and it's no or never really, Liz, isn't it? Because like
Yeah.
Hollywood, it's got to be no or never really. It's never going to happen if it's not going to be this year. / next year.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Imagine the advertising he'd get from WrestleMania for his Zoa products and his sports gear and his Terramana. Mad.
It's not a hard decision. Like, think you're Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right? And you have a decision to make to wrestle at WrestleMania 39 Hollywood. Absolute bucks. I mean, he'd probably generate at least, like, Vince is probably going to pay him. You had those $3-4 million that Brock and all these guys get. Surely The Rock's getting $10 million for wrestling.
Easily. Plus
And
a
all-
bollock load from merch and a bollock load from his advertising for his products. Crazy.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah, I said that as well. I'm definitely.
I don't think he will be. I think Batista's going to be the man.
Both of them.
Yeah, interesting. Phil, quickly, is The Rock going to be at Mania 38? Is he going to be involved? Is he going to get involved? Is it going to be the case he's going to be at Raw?
I think it's the exact same. I think it has to be on Raw. I think take the spotlight away from all that, especially with how night 1 is going to end as well.
Yeah, interesting. Matt, The Rock, is he going to turn up or Raw?
Yeah, I think Raw. I think I'm agreeing with Phil. Like, there's so much going on at WrestleMania at the moment. Even if it's not the most exciting card in like WrestleMania history, still no right to take the spotlight away from any of them. Like, so, I think Raw.
Yeah,
good stuff. That's the take of the WrestleSlam team. Right, guys, night 2, interesting night. It's going to be massive via at the MSCCasino.com and also the Macau.
Before you do night 2, just mention the Kevin Owens and Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Forgot about that.
It's not listed on the cards.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
You're actually right, though.
Professionalism, like.
So, yeah, look, Kevin Owens, Stone Cold, the KO show. It's going to headline. We've been told that. What's going to happen? Ger, I'm going to go to you. Is Stone Cold going to be in a match? Surely it's going to be a match.
I don't know if it'll be an official match on the, when we look back in history, it won't be a match. Maybe the way they did with The Rock and Eric Rowan that time in Texas the last time, maybe a 6-minute squash time. I don't think Kevin Owens will be squashed though. Them. That's not going to do him any favors.
Yeah.
Is that where Shane O'Mac comes out?
Maybe he gets done. Maybe that's his bump.
It's like it's creating a lot of I suppose it's great publicity first of all for Owens and Austin. We're seeing it on Twitter now. I think the whole Cody thing's overtaken this in general, which is kind of interesting. But Lizzie, is it the case of look, Austin comes on, does the KO show, hits him a stunner, and then walks away, or is it going to be like, I want to wrestle you motherfucker, and it's on like, and we'll have a 5-minute match?
I know he's like he's in the training. He's been in training and stuff now. I suppose. But I mean, look, there's years of ring rust there to shake off, and he'll openly say it himself. But I'm wondering maybe if Kevin Owens lies down and takes it, amazing, fair play to him, because that shows strength of character, and love for the business and respect for Stone Cold. But I was just saying to Jerry there, it could be that Kevin Owens gets the beat down on Stone Cold, and that's where Shane O'Mac comes out.
Yeah.
So
like we know Hulk Hogan came back to face The Rock years and years later, and I think Hogan was probably his late 40s at the time, was he? But Austin, was he 52, 53?
More,
I'd say, yeah. He'd be mid-50s, sure.
Yeah. The mind will say he can do it, but the body won't, you know what I mean? But it'll be interesting. Yeah. Phil, is it good to see Austin in the match, or is it good just to have him do EC and do the stunners and another stunner and walk away?
The most interesting thing about this is the most pressure is on Austin himself, because fans just want to see him. I think he's the one that's the perfectionist. That's where the tricky part comes, because no matter what he does, we're all going to love it. You know what I mean?
pop, the glass. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hopefully something big on
And we
stage.
don't expect him to have this big thing, but he just expects so much from. He's almost, I don't want to say it, but he's almost like Roy Keane.
Yeah, critical. Like no matter what, like you could have a
Yeah.
good performance. still be
Yeah,
critical.
exactly.
Yeah.
If
Great
he
way to be, though.
can't do it, he won't do it. So there must be something to it.
Yeah. Matt, I know you're a big Austin fan. What would you like to see personally? Would you like to see a match or just leave him come out and do his thing and then a couple of stunners and leave?
Anytime when I see Stone Cold Steve Austin on TV nowadays, anything he does is just gonna get our attention, match or no match. But seeing him being in a match with Kevin Owens, I don't want to be that fella and just say, oh, it's just gonna be 30 seconds in, he's gonna Stone Cold, he's gonna stunner Kevin Owens. I can see at least maybe Kevin Owens is just gonna give Austin a bit of a beat down, but nearly when they're about to wrap it up, Austin's just gonna come back and give him like a few stunners in, and that'll just be Austin getting like his moment in, showing that he can still go like. So great has things happened in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I love to see Austin coming out to get his moment, and even if it's just a match, and even if it's just gonna be a quick stunner and Austin will leave, it'll still be something. So I'm buzzing to see Austin and Kevin Owens at least trash talking each other, one up each other at least. So
The one last thing I'll say is it shouldn't be last. I just no.
Yeah. Well, I did see something, lads. Now this is building momentum. Not much momentum, but someone said that Owens is going to beat the shit out of Stone Cold and the Undertaker is going to come out and just choke Slam and that's it.
No way.
Is that doable?
I don't think I'd like it.
No.
I don't either.
Stone Cold doesn't need to be saved.
Yeah.
No.
See that long rivalry as well, like, you know what I mean? Is there politics there in the sense, look, they were rivals, but not the biggest rivals. Obviously, The Rock
Would be more believable.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that I know we've done Raw, but I won't be surprised if The Rock comes out and saves the day, because Austin Rock, 3 matches at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Made sense.
No, interesting, Terry, guys. Interesting, Terry. No, we're going to switch to night 2. Night 2 is going to be incredible. It's going to be on Sunday also, guys. It's going to be on in the Macau Casino Cork. Don't forget the WrestleSlam team will be in the house. Don't be afraid to say hello. And there will be food and drink served till late. It's 11 p.m. till 5 a.m. What time does it actually start at? Is it 11 p.m.?
1.
Have we pre-show? Have we kicked off or is that SmackDown?
There is a 2-hour pre-show.
So
Holy shit. Is there anyone left?
Is there matches on it?
They probably put Sheamus's match on it in the end of eventually.
Yeah, so 11 p.m. So really, is that kind of pre-show?
Yeah.
Like kind of prediction wise. So yeah, we'll be there for the pre-show. But yet again, guys, look, night 2, it's going to be incredible. Now, people will always debate which night is better, but you have some great matches. You know, stealing the show. Good old Pat and Austin Terry. Pat's in for the biggest match of his career, guys. How do you see that go? We know Austin's on a bit of a runger, but obviously Pat's the boy. He's the man.
I think it'll be a good match. Pat obviously proves himself in NXT with Adam Cole. I think, and he shocked everyone with what he could do. So it should be a good match. I'm glad that somebody like Austin Theory is going to get the momentum. If they're going to push him, they need to push him where he's going to get publicity behind him. Like everybody's going to know who he is after this match. Like
the story is he's going to go from Raw onwards, so the Raw after Mania / SmackDown, he's going to be on a serious push.
He needs to win it though. He can't be beaten by Pat McAfee.
Yeah, no, he's going to win. Are we all in agreement that Austin's going to win that match?
No.
He should.
He should, but Pat will win.
Interesting. Bit of tension here in the WrestleSlam screen.
I actually could see Pat winning the belt at some point. I don't know why. I just do.
Maybe.
Corey Graves will get
Pat winning a title at least outside really.
Interesting. Hot topics right now. Leave your comments in the comments below, guys, if you think that we are all fucking mad. What's your take on the Pat and Austin match? Leave your comments below. We like comments. We will reply to comments. So let us know. Moving on. Omos has got his match. Bobby Lashley, to me, he's probably been rushed back jersey.
I think so. They needed a match for Ramos. That's the only thing it was. There was nobody else out there really. Like,
He's not even fully fit, is he?
I don't think so. I think he's going to be gone straight after it again. Like,
So what we're going to get is a 20-second squash match where he's gone.
possibly.
Yeah.
He could injure him. He could, kayfabe injure him and leave him, take him out for a couple of months again. Like,
Exactly.
I feel like they want to reenact the Hulk Hogan Andre Giant moment where Bobby actually picks up Omos or spears Omos, and it'll be like a huge ovation, and he just leaves.
they already did the hacksaw Jim Duggan and Yokozuna spot on Monday night where he took him off his feet for the first time. So
yeah,
reason why they won't do anything else.
I think that happened to Mysterio. I think Phil, when we were in New York for Mysterio, wasn't he injured? He came out and he got squashed after 3 seconds.
Yeah, the match was like 2 minutes long. Yeah,
Not against the game.
Small Joe, I think.
Yeah. Interesting. RKO. No, are we going to see many RKOs on the night? But obviously, RK Bro versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. Triple threat, Raw Tag Team Championships. Matt, how is this going to pan out, my man?
I know we all love a bit of RK Bro, but I'm going to go with either Alpha Academy or the Street Profits. What I can see afterwards is RK Bro losing the titles. Randy Orton gets a pinfall, but Matt Riddle fucks up a spot. And just after the match, Riddle comes up to Randy. He says, "Randy, we're still friends, are we?" And Randy says, "Yeah." He shakes his hand and RKO's Riddle. Be a huge pop, and he'll go back being a heel turn. I know it doesn't make sense that dead title for another rematch, but I thought it's Mania get this moment. But yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah.
Sure, the end of RK Bro.
It should have happened months ago.
Yeah.
They should have been having a match at WrestleMania. But I think Riddle needs to be the one to turn heel.
Yes.
Or the Street Profits are turning heel, so if they don't win the titles, it's pointless turning them heel, because they'll just be another tag team, getting beaten every week.
Yeah. Is you're in agreement?
Street Profits, put the titles back on him. They should have had him going into Mania. They would have sold a fucking shitload of merch. I'm all about the bobslads, but it's all about the fucking dollar, right? And they would have sold loads of it. Everybody would have had fucking red cups everywhere. It would have looked mental in the stadium. That's how it should have been. It's not going to be that way, but put the titles back on him. Totally with Matt. RK Bro, definitely something. Somebody needs to take the pin. And fuck up, and then I'm with Jer as well. I would love to see that it's Riddle that turns on Randy. I think it'd be amazing.
Love it. Phil, same?
Actually, no. I think RK Bro.
Oh, here we go now. Phil with his tag teams.
This slow burn is going to last at SummerSlam. That's when they want their match.
Interesting. I love it.
Randy Orton's having a lot of fun and he loves this, so I can see it going on for another couple of months.
Interesting. That is the take.
Plus, marijuana is no longer on the wellness policy in WWE, so they'll be able to celebrate after.
Yeah, exactly.
Returning next week on Raw, Rob Van Dam. He's back.
Feeling my Rob alone.
The Street Profits want the smoke too.
Right, guys, more big matches on that card. Obviously, people talk about Edge and AJ Styles. Now, this could be an absolute stealer. Peak Edge versus peak AJ. Perhaps one of the greatest matches of all time. But Phil, does this match live up to expectation? Is it a gem? Is it not being talked about enough?
I think it's more Edge's weirdness is what people are talking about.
Yeah.
Every week he's doing this. Like, is it last on Raw there? He did the Judgment Day 09 kind of thing, where and the week before he did the lights. It was just bizarre. Is he going to come out with the Brew
tune? Is he going to come out with his old tune?
I don't think so.
Given the fact it's Mania,
I can't see it because he's a heel. I think Edge is definitely winning this match.
Yeah.
Interesting. George, does Edge win the match? Does AJ win?
I'd love AJ to win it. AJ needs a big win. Edge doesn't need to win this match. It'll be a banger of a match.
Yeah.
I hope they smash it out of the park and everybody talks about them. Like, AJ going for a title after WrestleMania should be, he should be back on the main picture. Like, whether they introduce a new title on Raw or I doubt Roman's going to be on both shows, or Brock, whoever wins that match. So, but I think AJ needs to be up there in the title picture after WrestleMania, so I think he should win.
Love it. Matt, what's your take? AJ Edge?
Yeah, personally, I think this is going to be the best night of Mania. Just like you said before, it was like it's Edge at his peak, AJ at his peak. I don't get this 180 with Edge, how he just went to like this darker heelish gimmick. I was like, oh, this is random. And AJ is just like, yeah, I'm going to take this fella down. So not really fitting the build, but I can understand the match is going to be the best one. I can see Edge winning this because like just to build him up and build up whatever character is showing it, show that he can be not just showing up on like certain shows. AJ, I personally think will win this one because he needs a big win this far in his career. So I'm going to pull a Harvey Dent Two-Face on this one. Heads, I'm going to go with AJ Styles. Tails, I'm going to go with Edge. So, okay, I can't see that far, so I'm going to go with AJ.
Love it.
Is that a double-sided coin, no?
Oh, my head.
Two-Faces coins are all big.
It'll land it on the wall. I'm like, I'm too lazy to get it. It's great.
Matt, you could work with WWE with those booking skills, because I'd say that's how they book most of the matches.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, Vince probably watched this, like. So.
Vince is like Scrooge McDuck and his pot of gold, like. Yeah, that'll do.
So look, there's only a couple of more matches, but we'll talk Knoxville, Sami Zayn. Look, they've actually done all right building up this match. I'm some things are corny, but I'm liking the whole Sami Zayn, the number being posted. Yeah. He's on a rampage. Sami is so fucking underrated. It's not even funny, guys. He really is so underrated. But how do you see the match going? Any surprises?
The whole Jackass team are going to be in Dallas for it, whether they could be involved in the match because as anything goes.
Yeah.
You know, with Jackass around, anything like, you know, he's probably going to get kicked in the balls about 60 times. So.
Yeah. Parachute out of yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Are we gonna see some antics, Phil?
Yeah.
Can we see some extreme shit happening?
As long as Johnny Knoxville stays away, because I know he's got that issues with his health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see what the lad said. They'll just do stupid stuff, and Sami Zayn will get kicked in the nuts and all that kind of nonsense.
There should be a backstage face-to-face with Wee Man and Brock after Brock's run through the table. There should just be like an acknowledgement when they're walking past.
He can open the door and he should be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be nice. That would be nice. On to the main event, guys. Rock versus Roman. Now, look, I am fucking really edging for this match. It's very hard to say someone's going to be a walk-away winner. Like, we actually don't know what the fuck is going to happen, and that could change a minute before that match. Sure, what is going to happen? Is Roman going to be the conqueror, or is Brock going to win, or some fucking match is going to happen?
Roman has to win. He's never beaten Brock at WrestleMania. This is solidifying his legacy. Like, he has to win it. I was saying to Liz earlier that, you know, before the match, they may announce it as a no DQ match.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to be bleeding, you know, they're all the types being about, you know, making each other bleed. Like, so if they're going to, you know, make each other bleed, there has to be no disqualification. So that'll allow the Usos to interfere then. Like, you know.
Is this match going to be a long match? It's probably going to be a 45-minute match, is it?
13 minutes.
13?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh my God. We should do a pool. Let's throw a $5 in each to see how long the match is, see who gets the closest time.
Gerald is on about that, weren't you, the other day? You were saying something.
Oh, it's cool to see
yeah.
the match of the night was or something like that.
But we could do
21 minutes.
13.
We'll do it on Sunday night. Whoever's there, everybody throw a $5 in the hat and just pick out a time.
Yeah.
The most messed up Deadpool in the history of games of this, like, so I mean.
We're in the casino, like, it may as well have some gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Phil's got the fucking inside scoop because he'd be on to Vince before, so he's going to take all our fucking money.
It'll either be 30 There's no way it's going longer than 15 minutes.
We have to do it before the first match, because by the time the match starts, you know, just before the match starts, you could, you know, pretty much tell how long it's left. So do it, you know, at the start of the night.
Yeah, exactly. Do it, John. Please go.
I love it. Under 15 minutes, Phil Connolly says.
30
32 minutes.
Yeah.
32 minutes for me.
21.
21.
Might go with a bit of might go with 15 to 20, but knowing me, I'm not the best when it comes to this, so I'm gonna go with 20.
Yeah.
18.
I knew you were going to say 18. I knew it.
What did I say? 32.
45.
Give me 24. give me 24. 24 plus.
We're all just watching the screen, and we're gonna act like we're watching the races. Like, come on, you beauty!
This is also bell time. It doesn't include their entrances and stuff.
Yeah, once the bell rings. Yeah.
I know you're changing it up a small.
Oh, here we go. And if Phil's taking a pure serious, he knows something that we don't.
Bell to bell.
Bell to bell. 13 minutes, 44 seconds.
Look at fucking Phil Meltzer. Look at him.
Everyone was just
There's only one way to sell this. I need to go get my coin. That's all there is over there.
What if they, ring the bell and say, they restart the matches and all these two matches?
Then it starts from the second bell.
Keep sketch too in case Phil turns around tonight and goes, oh, let's make it interesting and let's up it up to 10 or 20. And you'd be like, fucking Phil knows.
Imagine that happened, we'll all be like, what the fuck? But lads, it's fair to say, look, this match is going to steal the show. Phil, it's obviously one of the biggest matches we've probably seen in all of WWE history.
That's the best build-up for sure. It's just on Raw Monday night. What was Roman wearing? Was he wearing like
a trackie?
Brodus Clay's jacket or suit?
Nakamura's pants anyway.
Yeah, Darren Blake from Cork was there. He sent us a video on WhatsApp, and just fucking looked superior. Roman is incredible. Like this whole revamp, the team. I'm gonna get shivers when he walks out. I'm gonna make sure the whole place is on.
And then the news broke yesterday that Paul Heyman signed a long-term deal. So this is going to last another while.
Yeah. He's writing everything for this feud. Like, so I don't know why they won't let him write other stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that is our Mania talk for now, guys. We only have a couple of minutes left, but I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget, guys, if you are a wrestling fan, you're in Munster, you're in Cork, you're in Dublin, you're more than welcome to come down. Macau Casino Cork this Saturday and Sunday, WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 will be broadcasted and screened live at the venue, 11 p.m. till finish, guys. So do come in, food and beverages served till late, and we'll all be there in attendance. And it's free, no tickets needed for this event, guys. So do call in, do say hello. Do sit down and enjoy WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 in the company of WrestleSlam podcast. So we have to mention quickly, guys, obviously All Elite Wrestling, MGF is in a bit of trouble. Apparently he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Colt Loney was doing an interview, apparently, that's the rumor, and he's gone on with Ariel Helwani, the guy that's fucking the greatest MMA interviewer of all time. No, he's taking all the fucking wrestling stuff away from us as well, motherfucker. So look, clearly Tony Khan is putting the foot down, Phil. He's not taking any shit.
I actually think that this guy won't get any more interviews from Tony Khan.
You reckon?
I think he's going to be super strict about it, yeah.
He didn't get the interview of Tony Khan. They went behind.
But he'll put a big veto on it. He'll put a veto on it. If anyone's on this, they're going to get fined.
We know Hawani's obviously signed to BT Sport, and obviously he's got that link now with WWE and stuff. But fucking people are starting to speculate. Like, is it a sign of a crack with MGF? Is it the case if he's going to end up going? His contract is 2024, I think, is it?
Yeah. The problem is with him, and I've said this constantly, he keeps losing the big matches. Every single time he loses the big match.
He's on less money than all the new people that are coming in as well. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he wants to be up there with them. Like, and WWE can offer him fucking millions to come back, over there. Like,
yeah. Well, he's contracted. Yeah, his contract is set now, obviously, to 2024, so he's not going to get the up, really, is he?
He's got 18 months left on his contract.
Well, what do you reckon he's on, Joe? $500,000 a year?
Less.
Maybe.
I'd say less.
But like he's exactly what WWE look for now. They want somebody, 24, 25 that they can build for the future. Like, and he has everything. They literally won't need to do anything to him. Let him be himself. Let him be a prick, and he'll be the biggest heel in WWE for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, how's that gonna go?
I know,
they won't be able to leave him alone. They won't, like, he'll be chasing 24/7. They just
but like he has everything they need. Like, this new NXT thing they're doing, like, you know, obviously with Braun Breaker and stuff coming up to the main roster after WrestleMania, like, you know, they're going for youth. They've got Austin Theory, like, you know, going for youth. Like, they're obviously, you know, not putting Finn Balor and Damian Priest on fucking WrestleMania because they're, you know, in their 40s. That's pretty much the only reason they're not picking on it.
I know it's a little stupid, yeah.
No, I have to mention that obviously that's a topic, right? We obviously all elites. We're going to keep all elite kind of tight-lipped because obviously it's Mania week. But look, Balor and not being at Mania as of yet is a fucking catastrophe, is it?
Yeah, I reckon it could be added
Ridiculous.
pre-show match. I'd say surely.
The Intercontinental title for Ricochet. Why give them the titles, you know, 2 or 3 weeks before WrestleMania and not put them on the card?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like if Balor faces Ricochet, surely Balor's winning.
You would think
Squash
so.
match.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, guys.
Of course.
I don't know, because you said this a few weeks back. Jeff Hardy's gone now. We've no Jeff Hardy guy to carry everyone else or do those filler matches. And unfortunately, it looks like Finn Balor's kind of sliding in there a little bit, you know. And it's I don't like it, to be honest. You know, if I was Finn Balor, I'd be cutting my losses and bolting out the door and over to help train with OTT in Phoenix.
Yeah, I love it. And like, we know Balor, guys. He's fucking superior when it comes to wrestling. It wasn't so long ago he fought Roman Reigns, and we thought he actually won the match. You know, the turnbuckle fucking dropped him. But yeah, is it a case, Joe? He's slipping into that category. Balor is in deep water, and he should not be.
He's a mid-card guy. Like, he's this generation's, you know, Scott Hall for WWE. Like, they everybody loves him, but, you know, to WWE, he's not a main eventer. He'll never be champion, kind of thing. Even though he did win the Universal title first, like, you know, he never had a sniff of it since. Like, there was no way they were ever going to put that title back on him. Like, even the World Heavyweight title, like, they, you know, he's never been close to winning it other than that feud with Roman, which he knew he wasn't going to win. Like.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, well, I love it. Phil, does the belts change next year? So when I say next year to me is after Mania. It's not next year. In wrestling time, we feel like it's a new year. But do they get rid of the Universal title? Do they call it something else? Is it back to the heavyweight champion?
Yeah, there's a rumor. I think they should bring back the Wind Eagle belts. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. It's
the
so
Eagle belt, isn't it?
the one that Bret Hart had in 1994. No, the one Bret had in 94.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sure, there's nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful belts.
Yeah.
My personal favorite WWE belt is the Attitude Era Eagle belt, but that's just me. That was a beautiful one.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I think Roman wins and Raw will get a new belt, but I don't know what's going to be.
Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting.
Not a colored like title like they did with the Universal title or anything.
So who knows?
No, we won't obviously talk about Raw, but we know Raw is going to be fucking shit hot after Mania.
And they has Beer's debut.
Beer.
Yeah.
Well, lads, and I know I'm tuning in for fucking Veer.
Yeah. He's gonna.
I can't wait to see what he rolls up in. A camel by the sounds of it, but like.
I don't know. He's gonna go after fucking.
It'll be like that. It'll be like that Jericho thing years ago with the guy running.
Oh,
through the whole show.
Oh God! Oh, they're gonna pull a Brodus Clay with him, make him like this superior athlete. But he's gonna come out with like a dancing gimmick.
Like he should come out and annihilate someone, but he's going to have a squash match, which is stupid.
Stupid, yeah. I don't know. Interesting times, guys. Now, WrestleMania week, we have to wish all the indies, all the wrestlers out at WrestleCon.
I just have one more thing before you move on. I just he would have forgot about it, and I wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
AEW tonight has a mystery woman.
Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Ember Moon.
Nixon Newell.
Tony Storm.
I'm gonna say Nixon Newell.
Yeah. Apparently she has very bad visa issues.
But sure, she's broken her knees. The time we seen her at OTT wrestling, she fucking moonsaulted over the top rope, landed on her knee because she broke it. Remember that? Fucking hell. There was some gap in the crowd. Hell.
He said visa issues.
Yeah, I did.
That's why people love us. For fuck's sake.
That's what's
Get
brilliant.
that on age, your knees are fucked, so you need a visa to get out of the country.
I was like, why is she can't get a visa because her knees? I was like, I was like, I've definitely missed something. You know, sometimes you kind of zone out and you're like, fucking, did I miss some of the conversation?
I think that's the reason. I think she is because she needs a visa.
Yeah, no, that's funny. I can't come back from that.
No.
Hashtag it.
Oh,
I can't breathe.
So, as you were saying, the boys in WrestleCon.
Oh yeah, so yeah, WrestleCon. Good luck to everyone that's going to WrestleCon. It's going to be huge. We've all been lucky enough to be there over the years. All the adoring Irish fans, UK fans, everyone from Europe making that trip to America. It's well deserved. It's been a tough 2.5 years where obviously people have not got there. So look, good luck to everyone that's going there. We're going to end on a happy note. It's been really good. It's it's emotional, happy, laughing. Try not to laugh. It's fucking, what a way to end the show, guys. What a way to end the show. So from myself, Jerry, from Matt, from Phil, from Liz and Jar, we will catch you all soon. We'll see you all at the Macau this weekend.
I was just going to say, is that what the show's all about? Just having a laugh, so ending on a good way.
Having the crack.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. So unpredictable. Anything can go on with this show. But guys, don't forget the Macau Casino this weekend. We'll see you all there. Cork, Steen, anyone that wants to come up from Dublin, Belfast, wherever, come to the Macau Casino this Saturday and Sunday, night 1 and night 2. We broadcast live there. And do check out all our previous interviews and the WrestleSlam podcast. From myself, Jerry, from Phil, from Matt, from Liz and Jer. Many a week. Have a good one, guys. We'll catch you soon.